If you've been following me for a while, you probably know about my dog Bindi. She's an Australian cattle dog with an adorable personality, very high energy, very challenging sometimes, but she's the love of my partner David in my life. It's been a wonderful journey having Bindi in our lives, but not without challenges. She's deaf. She has bad elbows. We had to have elbow surgery on her early on, otherwise she would have gone lame. And she's had an ongoing bout of meningitis for the last 10 months. She developed meningitis 10 months ago, and she's had a couple of relapses. Now, a couple of days ago, for the second year in a row, Bindi caused David and I to miss our little mini holiday together. In August, we like to go down to Brisbane, and we like to attend the Brisbane show and do a couple of other things. And for the second year in a row, Bindi had other ideas. This time, we thought that it was another relapse of meningitis, same symptoms, and we were just heartbroken. So we took her to the vet. Now, our vet is wonderful. We go to James Cook University, JCU. JCU's got one of the top vet programs in the world, and we've got one of the best vets I've ever met. And she kind of put a stopper on things, and she said, hang on, let's actually not look at this. Let's look at this with new eyes. She's presenting the same symptoms as her meningitis, so it's natural to think that she is having another relapse. But what if she's not? What if this is something new and different? To which we replied, oh, good, maybe her meningitis hasn't come back, and oh my gosh, what are we dealing with now? So she suggested that we do another spinal tap. Now, that's not an inconsequential test for a little dog, but I'm really glad that we did, because what the spinal tap has shown, preliminary results, final results pending today, but what it's shown is that she has no sign of meningitis. Her white blood and red blood cell counts are good. So we're doing some more tests to make sure of that, but so far so good. What it looks like, though, is that the treatment, and we knew that this was a danger, but the treatment that she was on for her meningitis suppressed her immune system, and it made her susceptible to a bacterial infection, which is, I think, what we're dealing with. All signs are pointing to that. Now, here's the important part of this. Had my vet not said, hang on, stop, let's not attribute her current symptoms to what she's exhibited in the past. Let's look at it with fresh eyes. And I'm really glad we did. It was not without concern. It was not without risk, because the procedure is risky. But had we not done that, had we continued the course that we were on and upped her prednisone, it could have done more damage than we'd already done. Now, we did it with good intentions, and we honestly didn't have any other choice but to do it. And we always knew that this was potentially a possibility. But it got me thinking about how often, especially in this day and age when information is coming so fast, we look at what's in front of us and we attribute it to things that we know about from the past instead of looking at it with fresh eyes. And I think that this is directly applicable to things like AI and our approach to AI, how we are embracing AI, how we're adopting AI, while we even think about AI. I think that this is relevant in terms of hybrid and remote working arrangements. Really anything new, any new trends that have been popping up. We are in uncharted territory in many, many aspects. 4.5 years ago, the world stopped because of a pandemic. And that affected us in ways that we're still grappling with, that we'll probably be grappling with for decades to come. But it's reset the new normal. And then you overlay what's happening with AI. You overlay what other experts are calling the polycrisis, things like climate change, the shifting geopolitical landscape, all of these big societal shifts that we're dealing with. I mean, it's a lot. And it's meant that we are in a different paradigm. So I think it really, really serves us well to remember that and to not attribute what we see today, how we approach things today, given the paradigms, given what we've done in the past. Now, this is a more difficult route, but just like Bindi, taking a bit of risk and doing a few more tests to make sure that what we're dealing with is what we thought that we were dealing with, or opening ourselves up to a new possibility. Quite honestly, it may have saved Bindi's life. And thinking about your organization or your leadership potential may make a remarkable difference to your future as well. So I thought I'd share those thoughts with you today.